Hey guys.
All those residing inside of this court today. We will be now doing this hearing in order to ascertain certain qualities of our life. We will be starting with an issue today that has arose quite recently, and that issue is the update of Unity.
The fuck are you on about?
So have you heard about this at all?
No.
So basically, you know the Unity game engine, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, some big shit just happened with it.
Really?
Yeah. Here, let me get a good thing. Let me get something good.
Try and explain it for the podcast. Try explaining what happened to the Unity engine for the podcast.
I need to get the details.
Oh, the details? Alright. I can wait.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
How long do you think we should podcast for?
Couple hours.
Alright. Or until my phone runs out of storage, I guess. Which would be about an hour, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'll delete some games I don't use. Make it longer. Hold on, let me pause the podcast. I'll be back. And I'm back. We're back, Jimmy. We're back in action.
Alright. Simply enough, basically everybody's turned their backs on Unity.
Yeah?
All the game developers
Really?
and shit. Because of a new Unity's installation fee.
An installation fee?
On September 12th, I'm reading this straight from it. Unity Technologies, a software development company best known for its cross-platform engine of the same name, announced that it was introducing a change to its business model, updating its subscriptions plans and adding a Unity runtime fee.
Wow.
The fee, which will become effective in January, means that the company will charge developers up to 20 cents per instance of a Unity-based game being installed.
How many cents?
20 cents.
20 cents. That's not that
Every
bad.
time somebody downloads your game, and a lot of people are seeing this problem too, where how could they tell if somebody that already owned the game or pirated it or something was also installing it? And then, secondly, 20 cents per person that gets the game.
Oh!
So say you made $1 million from a million people who bought your game. 20% of that goes to Unity.
Oh my fucking god.
Mm-hmm. So...
That's fucking stupid.
And you know, like Terraria and shit like that?
Yeah.
Terraria runs on that, so because they make a lot of money, they completely dropped Unity and started donating money to other
like games or charities or what? What did they donate to? Hello? We'll be right back. Technical difficulties. I think Jimmy's having an issue. I'll pause the podcast.
That's the general rundown of everything. What's your thoughts on that?
I would pause the podcast up until now. That's the general thought of everything? Okay, well, my thoughts on Unity being a fucking Mr. Krabs money fucker. Alright?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think it is. I think Unity's trying to be Mr. Krabs and fucking everyone over.
And the funny thing is they tried to go back on it and, like, lower the price and shit, but they already broke, like, the complete trust of everyone using Unity.
That sucks. Honestly, why would you change it if it still works?
I have no clue.
Dude, make it like a penny. Make it a penny. No one would fucking care at that point. And you'd still gain in like 1% of the game's profits. So you'd still be making a lot of money.
But you did hear the Terraria thing, right?
The Terraria thing where... Sorry, I forget things fast. You said Terraria was donating something, and then you cut off.
Yeah, they donated $100,000 to 3 different other game engines.
Way to go, Terraria, being petty.
Yeah, and God, I just love Relogic. They love to do this shit. Like, I always hear shit like Minecraft always yelling at, oh no, we can't add sharks because people are gonna kill them. And then Terraria's like, I don't know, to make this gun you gotta kill like 5 sharks.
Bro, Minecraft's been on some shit lately. Have you heard what's happening on TikTok?
No.
They're actually trying to revolt against the mob vote. Every single person on TikTok is just fucking putting up posters and shit that are like communism but Minecraft. It's fucking hilarious, and I'm 100% there for it. I'm 100%. Here, I'll actually grab some and send them to you. There's like one with a big boot over a bunch of people, and it's got like the communism symbol, and then it's just labeled Minecraft, and the community is the people under the boot.
If we can fucking remove the mob vote, like I want.
That's what they want. That's why they're making the posters. They want to remove the mob vote completely.
I want this to happen when I want them to grab every other mob from every other mob vote and put them in the fucking game.
That's what everyone's trying to get them to do with the revolution and stuff by not voting. They're trying to get them to add every other mob that failed the other mob votes along with all 3 of these in the mob vote.
Like, you remember Hollow Knight, right?
Yeah, I do.
You want to know what makes me extremely mad?
What?
Unity doing all that shit postponed the next game releasing for a couple months.
Oh, that's fucking stupid, bro. Imagine if fucking Rockstar did that, though. You know how fucking pissed people would be about GTA 6 coming out even later than it was expected to?
When is it supposed to come out anyway?
I think it's supposed to come out in 2027, but I'm not sure. Don't take me up on that.
Fucking Christ. Are they even working on it?
I don't think they are. I think they just keep updating GTA 5 and just completely ignoring everything else.
But basically, as you can see, most of my favorite games run on Unity.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of mad.
Dude, did you know that I used to play a bunch of Wii games and almost all of them were Unity?
Yeah, all of those are gonna be affected by this too.
Oh, what the fuck? Don't matter to me. It's not like they fucking care about the Wii anymore. Nintendo fucking ditched that project. Instead, it made Switches and handheld devices like the fucking Wii. The Wii U is definitely not a fucking Wii. You gotta admit that.
They tried to do this shit in the middle of an artist strike.
Do what?
All this stupid shit in the middle of like the artist strike of these years. Where like artists and shit are stopping to doing work on shit to stop them from doing AI crap and like underpaying them and shit like that.
Lay down.
It's been going on for a while.
Sorry, my dog's fucking up.
But they decided to do that in the middle of this.
Yeah, that fucking sucks, bro. We should talk about something funny again.
Well, it's the podcast. We're supposed to talk serious, right?
I mean, some podcasts do, others don't. They throw jokes in sometimes.
But That's simply enough about that whole situation with it. It's, to me, it's as if like you like look at a little baby who made like a cool little Lego thing, and you're like, oh, that's cool. Can I have 20% of it?
Yeah, that's like taking. It's like I don't even know how to describe how fucking evil that is, man. Dude, Unity really went downhill. Rockstar too, believe it or not, because back when they still had like Xbox 360 games and shit out, Rockstar was kicking ass. They made Guitar Hero. They made, what the fuck was the other game? They made GTA 4. They made, dude, GTA 4 was the best GTA in my opinion. Hands down.
I think I've seen gameplay of it once in real life, one time.
Bro, there's an internet cafes, and you go there and you can go onto the internet and just start looking for a girlfriend. that's all I did on that game was fucking looking through the different profiles and trying to hook up with someone other than Michelle, but
Michelle?
Yeah, that was the name of the only girl that Nico could pull.
Nico?
Yeah, that's the name of the story mode character in GTA 4. He's actually like Russian or something. I don't know what he is exactly.
He's a Slav.
He goes like, "Hello, Nico," or something like that. That was a fucking terrible impression.
Nico
Bellic.
Nikolai.
My name is Nico Bellic, and I'm Australian now.
I'm Saxton. Hey.
You call that a dick? This is a dick.
Boing.
Let's see. Anything else happen game related recently?
Well, did you hear that Payday 3 came out?
I did actually. I saw some people playing like the beta of it earlier today. And honestly, it looks really rough in the beta, but I'm sure they'll like get all the glitches and stuff out. And other than that, it looks pretty good.
It was a game-breaking glitch on release. Fucking, you hear about the like online servers and shit?
No.
Nobody could connect to a game at all.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was like 30-minute wait times for everyone.
That sucks.
And I think they fixed it now, probably, maybe they're still working on it. But that's enough of Payday. Did you hear about Counter-Strike 2 coming out?
I didn't. I actually don't pay attention to those kinds of games because I used to be really into like first-person shooters. But then once Call of Duty started like doing the things that Call of Duty do best, which is fucking ruining their games. Sorry Call of Duty fans, but I told the truth. As soon as they started like fucking up their games, like after Call of Duty Black Ops 3, I stopped playing first person shooters. The Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is okay. All right? The fourth one fucking sucks.
Hey, Corey.
Do you know about fucking Call of Duty Warzone?
You want to hear something cool about CS2?
Sure.
You can throw grenades in the air and then shoot them to explode them.
Epic. But do you know about Call of Duty Warzone, though? Do you know what that is?
I also gave up on fucking Call of Duty.
Do you know what Call of Duty Warzone is, though?
No.
It's basically Fortnite and PUBG mixed together into Call of Duty.
So it sucks?
It fucking sucks. It's horrible. It's horrible. I mean, from what I've seen, there's like, instead of a storm, there's like gas clouds or some shit. And they got like Halloween events and shit like PUBG does. But other than that, it looks fucking garbage. The graphics are okay. But as soon as you, like, land with somebody, you pretty much instantly die. Unless you, like...
You want to know what really
it
ticked
sucks.
me off
It
about
sucks.
Call of Duty?
Sure.
Like, between 2 and 3 coming out?
Sure.
It was just the simple fact of I couldn't run shotgun and knife. Because, like, shotgun was moved to secondary, so you can't have both a shotgun and a knife anymore.
You want to know my least favorite part about Black Ops 2?
What?
You know how in Black Ops 1 you could add a flamethrower attachment to an AK-47?
Yeah?
Yeah, you can't do that in 2. Dude, I was running around roasting people and bots and everyone in fucking Call of Duty Black Ops 1.
Ideal loadout. It was shotgun FMJ, executioner FMJ.
You know why I did the flamethrower attachment though, right? Because I fucking love playing with fire and shit.
Yeah. That doesn't
What they
sound
should
creepy at
have
all.
done, rather than removing it completely from the fucking second game, they should have nerfed it so that it doesn't instantly kill people.
Or added a different gun.
Right.
Like that alone does it.
Yeah, add a flamethrower as like a primary and secondary weapon, you know? It's both. And then you get the knife as a melee.
Like, it's so dumb, man. Like, I used to call his shotgun executioner loadout the fucking one-shot fest.
Epic.
Because, like, if you're close enough to somebody, you can just one-shot them with either the fucking executioner. You can one-shot with the executioner at long range with it, if you can hit the shots. But with the shotgun at close range, you could I think like 3-shot a juggernaut.
What?
Yeah, it was so crazy, but it was so hard to aim because it was so inaccurate.
Bro, even the flamethrower didn't do that.
Yeah, like it's so inaccurate because the shotgun with like the best damage was also the worst accuracy. So both the you know how like the bars at the bottom show like how much damage and shit you had?
Yeah, yeah.
Both the shotgun and the executioner were at max.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, the one thing that I still like Call of Duty for is Call of Duty Zombies.
Mm-hmm.
They really didn't change that much, and I love it. I still love it. Because all you have to do is, if you get bored, just like download a modded map real quick. You'll have fun like hell. Dude, I saw this one about Shrek zombies, and all of the zombies were Shrek. All of the hellhounds were Donkey. You had to find like collectible Puss in Boots action figures. It was cool.
Oh shit! You remember that Saxton Hale you saw in that Maki video?
The what?
Saxton Hale, the big Australian guy.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I need to tell you about him really fast.
Okay.
So basically, in the TF2 universe, Australians and shit like came from like an alien planet. Yeah, and they came to here and they left behind like a material called Australium.
What? Australium?
Yeah, it can basically it's a gold-looking metal that simply enough has like magical like properties that can turn somebody like extremely strong.
Whoopsie.
And fucking like Saxton Hale has all of it.
My bad, guys. They're probably gonna hear that fucking loud ass dump I just did.
But simply enough, you want to hear like the best story from fucking Saxton Hale?
I guess.
He did a Noah's Ark once just to beat them all up.
He did a Noah's Ark just to beat who all up?
All of the animals.
Oh. Bro fought a croc and won. That's the Australian way.
he has a park in like a crocodile infested lake called Mercenary Park, which is basically a spin-off of Jurassic Park.
Yeah. And
he goes there just to beat up the alligators.
that's weird.
He owns the store known as Manco, and they're the ones who like provide the weapons and like arsenal and shit to the TF mercenaries.
Okay.
So he's the CEO of the company.
All right.
And simply enough, he's a dick.
Sounds like my kind of character.
But he's the strongest man in all of existence.
I mean, if I was the strongest man in all of existence, I'd be a dick to everybody. I wouldn't fucking care.
Oh, right, and on his chest, he has chest hair in the shape of Australia.
I know. I remember that part.
It's so stupid, man. He has a mustache. He has like a hat with like lined with shark teeth.
Trying to think of what to talk about after we're done talking about this Australian guy.
It's so stupid, man.
It is. It's fucking funny though. Should we talk about the oven doors next?
But simply enough, that's him. He completely slipped my mind when I was talking to you about characters and shit.
I know. I remember the park in the middle of the alligator-infested area. I didn't know anything about the Noah's Ark business. I didn't know he was a CEO. I just knew he was like the world's strongest. He has like a fur patch on his chest of Australia, and he lives in the middle of like a fucking alligator-infested swamp or something. Anyway,
I'm gonna look up something really quick, and I'm gonna look up funniest stories about Saxton Hale, because like they had a whole comic book series, so of course.
Okay, well, I'm gonna talk about the oven doors then. So for those of you who don't know, oven doors are actually how do you say, removable. That's the word. Oven doors are removable. So if someone just pisses you off, all you have to do is steal their oven door. They don't know how to put it back on. Nearly no one does. It's one YouTube tutorial away from just being taken off. And honest to God, that would be the best fucking burglary story ever. Florida man steals 20 different oven covers.
Corey!
What?
This is the best random fact I've seen. Okay, Phileas Hale, who is Saxton Hale's father, was the sole survivor of a coal mine incident. Yeah.
Yeah.
Punching his way out of the coal mine.
He had to get strong somehow. That was his training montage.
No, he was already strong, and he was also amongst the first people in the world to own a telephone, and he used it to harass the president.
Bro acting like Bart Simpson calling Mo. First initial I, middle name Yeet, last name Bass. I Yeet Bass. Fuck, I fucked it up. It was supposed to be ass for the last word, I think.
Just imagine being the president and being having one of 20 phones in the world,
right?
And being called by a random guy and then said, "Your mom gay," and then he hangs up.
You can't even track it back at that point because telephones are so new. So it's just some random dude calling you up every once in a while, talking trash. All right.
He's basically another Chuck Norris, Corey.
Pretty much, yeah. So, since this podcast is based on video games, I guess we should keep going on. Fuck it. Let's talk about Mario. How do you feel about Mario?
Pretty good.
Recently? I don't know. Recently, it feels like they've just been repeating the same levels that they've already made. You know? Just adding, like, a slightly different power-up.
Saxon, you know how like TF2 is like a hat collector game, basically meme-wise? Saxton Hale does not randomly find hats. Every day he beats the crap out of the owner of TF2 until he gives them one. Then he makes them eat it.
That's concerning. He's Deadpool? Question mark?
Saxton Hale once saw the Heavy kill somebody with his showdown taunt. Which is basically, he points like a finger gun and goes bang and it can kill people. Later, he tried this showdown taunt on 2 Fort. It's now known as 1 Fort.
If you like the idea of someone being the strongest in the world and being an absolute dick about it, you should watch Baki.
Sudden Death was called Saxton Hale in TF2 Alpha.
Sudden Death was called Saxton what?
Saxton Hale in TF2 Alpha.
Saxton Hale. Okay. It's been almost like 30 minutes of us talking.
Saxton Hale punched his saw blade so hard, the blade broke into 1,000,000 pieces, and the resulting shrapnel killed everyone else on both teams in 278 servers. The second saw blade then promptly killed itself.
Bro, this is 100% a Chuck Norris meme. Like, there's no way.
It's so stupid.
There's no way that actually happened.
Oh, no, that's just jokes that people are making.
A truck ran over Saxton. It split in two, so it'll never make that mistake again.
Saxton Hale, as an engineer, once punched a level 1 sentry and it upgraded to Optimus Prime.
Saxton saw Sonic running through the field, and he just smacked him.
One of the best. You know how Deltarune is an anagram for Undertale?
Yeah.
Saxton Hale is an anagram for hot anal sex.
All right, then.
Just think about it. It is. I need more. I need to look at more.
I could imagine Saxton just, like, seeing Sonic run as fast as he can, and then Saxton runs faster. I could see that. He's just chasing Sonic, trying to beat the fuck out of a blue hedgehog for the first time.
Yeah. Hi, Mama. Down. I told you to.
I can somewhat hear your mom.
Down.
Alright, we'll be right back. I'm gonna pause this. We're back.
Fucking Saxton is killing me, man.
Bro, we need to get off the topic of Saxton. This is supposed to be about all video games just being fucking worse.
No, one more.
Okay, one more. Go ahead.
Let's see. Let's see.
What?
That's a good one. Saxton Hale once got in a fight with Captain America, man. And he blocked his punch with the shield, only for it to shatter.
Bro, you pissed off so many Marvel fans just by saying that. You know how unbreakable Captain America's shield is?
Mm-hmm.
Bro.
Okay,
Literally, the Hulk couldn't even break it. Like, what?
The Hulk's... People have done the math. Fucking Saxton Hale's punch can cause airplanes to lift off.
The Hulk can fucking throw airplanes.
Yeah, but with just one finger.
What? That's a flick at that point. It's not a punch.
You can flick an airplane into the air.
Bro's Thanos? Question mark? Bro's the Thanos of the fucking...
What should we talk about now?
I was thinking... I guess let's... Marvel's more of a TV show, so let's dive into... I'm looking through my games on my PlayStation. I don't know. Let's talk about Far Cry. Have you played Far Cry?
No, and I don't know anything about it.
All right, changing the topic. Let's talk about Five Nights at Freddy's. There's a new movie coming out soon.
Oh, no, man. You're starting a tangent. Matt Pat's gonna get in the call.
Matt Pat? Oh, no.
So, guys, have you heard about game theory?
It's just a theory. A game theory.
That be game. A theory game.
It's just Matt Pat, but he's high on drugs. That the game theory. Theory
That's not
on
just
game.
A game theory. That's a theory.
Fuck, I don't know. I mean, if we're not gonna talk about FNAF, we gotta talk about something spooky. Maybe horror games. Any good horror games out this year?
I haven't looked into horror games recently. I've always been doing, like, Ace Attorney and shit recently.
I'm trying to think, because I usually, like, pay attention when a good horror game catches my eye.
Do you know what we should do?
What?
We should watch a no commentary of Ace Attorney and voice over it ourselves.
I mean, that's copyright.
No, not for, like, this fucking thing right now.
You mean, like, just for fun?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure we could do that at some point.
Should we try after?
I think
What?
our voices are going to need a bit of rest after this.
No, I'm fine.
Yeah, for now. You said how many hours you wanted to keep going?
Well,
It's been half an hour.
Can like only hold like an hour or so, and we're like 40 minutes in.
It's 35 minutes.
Oh, big old bite.
5 minutes count, Jimmy. 5 minutes count.
5 minutes count because that's the amount of time it takes me.
Shut the fuck up. I knew you were gonna say that as soon as you went silent. I knew you were gonna say that. Fuck, what else? What came out this year? I can't remember what all came out this year, but I'm sure there's a new horror game out there somewhere. Here, I'm gonna go to the Play Store and look at the featured and see if I can find anything to relate to. With my sad life. Sad, lonely life. Alright, featured. There's Dead Island 2. I'm pretty sure that came out this year.
I think I might have that.
Actually?
Maybe. It might be Dead Island 1.
I don't know anything about Dead Island 2, so...
Chicken.
If you want, since we're out of games to talk about, we could switch it up to anime.
Oh, fuck, man. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
I know, we're gonna be here for a while.
Chainsaw Man.
Every time you mention Chainsaw Man, I'm just gonna fucking sit here and I'm not gonna say anything.
Dude, like, for fuck's sake, to make, like, I recently made a character that was extremely, like, low down and suicidal, but that was, like, the main joke around him. I didn't expect Chainsaw Man to actually have a guy like that. But he doesn't do it just because he wants to be. He does it because he wants to grab a tit. And it's so stupid.
I know, it's fucking hilarious how he walks into a trap. He walked into a fucking trap just to grab some titties. Spoilers, by the way, sorry. Bro, have you seen the part where he's stuck in, like, that infinite room area? Like, he goes to an apartment to get a demon, and they're all fucking trapped there for days.
Okay, we're good. Basically, like, the demon that'll keep
regenerating. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, he just fucking kept cutting it for, 3 days straight.
Until
and,
it begged for mercy.
Yeah, he's like, this is my heart. Just kill me, please.
And then he's disappointed that the fun had to stop so soon.
I was laughing so hard. I'm like, of course that would happen. It makes so much sense.
Yeah, if you're in constant agonizing pain for 3 days straight, that's 78 hours, right? No, wait, 48?
No, it's 90... Wait.
It is 70-something.
It's 72 hours.
72 hours straight of complete agonizing pain, being ripped apart limb from limb from limb, and then constantly having it grow back just to be cut off again. I would fucking go insane.
Just kill me.
Yeah, at that point, just kill me. Like,
oh, it's so stupid, man. It's so stupid.
the funniest part is the fucking demon was scared of the chainsaw guy because he knew that was the only thing that could fucking kill him.
Alright, and the one time when he actually refused to take, a kiss or something, because he believed that, kiss and stuff don't mean anything unless you like the person back. And then the girl's just like, what if I added tongue? And then he's like...
Yeah. Chainsaw Man's kind of dirty. Dirty-minded a little bit.
Alright, and then later when he actually got it. She threw up in his mouth.
Yeah, I know. That was fucking gross.
I started laughing so hard.
And then they went home together.
They didn't do anything, though.
Bro, she tried, though. And then she died the next day. Like, what the fuck was that about? Why the fuck would you do that to a character? Make him do that?
It just keeps fucking going everywhere, man.
You wanna know why I think he didn't accept, like... I know he said, oh, I can't do this because I want my first time to be with fucking emotionalist girl. But I really think that he just didn't want her to puke on his dick.
No, I
Come
don't
on.
think he would have cared.
I mean, he cared a lot more when he had to swallow the vomit in his mouth because of reflex, due to Demon's reflex.
No, he didn't. He didn't do that because of Demon's reflex. He did that because he has a rule of thumb because he was starving for so long that if any nutrients enters his mouth in any way, he has to eat it.
I don't think he had that rule. I think it's just because the demon in his stomach forced him.
I remember that expressly. That's why. Because, the girl next to it, the blood girl was like, no, you don't realize how bad this is.
Yeah, the demon girl said that the demons have to swallow any nutrients that go into their mouth.
No, they don't. It was fucking... Here, let me look it up. What's
It's
his
like
name
a
again?
I don't fucking know. Search up Chainsaw Man puke scene.
There's somebody on Reddit being like, dude, please tell me when it is so I can skip it.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, when she puked into his mouth and he swallowed it, I was like, this is how my first kiss is gonna end up, isn't it? This is gonna fucking suck.
When he puked in your mouth and he swallowed it, and he's just like, dude, that was hot.
I have no words for that. I have no words.
I'll be right back.
Alright, I'll pause the thing then. Alright, we'll be right back, guys. We're back. We're back, Jimmy.
I'm watching the kiss scene.
Huh? What?
I want to see exactly what was said.
Oh. I think we should move on from the kissing, honestly, because honest to God, that's probably the grossest thing to talk about anime-wise.
Oh,
Like, even like, watching people get chopped up and shit is better than watching someone throw up in someone else's mouth and then have that person swallow it.
there we go. That is it. She did say that. She said, oh no, this isn't good at all. Denji will swallow anything remotely nutritious.
Yeah, that's what she said, which is why I thought it was because of the demon inside of him. Because how the fuck would she know that otherwise?
Well, you need to remember that he the only thing he could eat once a week was half a slice of bread for a long time.
Oh yeah.
It may not be the demon doing it. Maybe just his rules.
I think it's because demons do that she knew that. That's why I assumed.
Well, she's been living with him for a while.
True. I forgot she was living with him at that point. I thought it was after that point.
Nah.
Makes sense.
He's so stupid, man.
It really is.
Like the scene where he swallows it too, and is like, you can tell in his eyes, no.
And then it was just like a reflex that he swallowed it because of nutrition.
It's so fucking.
The worst part is I can clearly see the picture of the way his eyes looked. And then I remember the next scene just being him throwing up in the bathroom stalls.
No, yeah, he was just like complete, like eyes crying, throwing it up immediately right after.
I'm pretty sure he hated that girl afterwards, after what happened.
No, he didn't. Because they talked like heart to heart, and they were planning on like being each other.
Oh yeah, I remember. They were. Go ahead.
Pick up people because she was trying to help him pick up Makima,
which is the CEO or the boss of both of them, or whatever.
She wanted to pick up the guy with the sword, and like after that scene, they died.
Yeah, the guy with the sword and the girl he made that promise with.
So what only you want to talk about now?
I don't know, Jimmy. It's a tough choice. I want to talk about anime-wise. We both seen a lot of My Hero Academia, right?
Yeah.
All right, spoilers for that show.
They already know when we started talking about it.
Yeah, when we started talking about fucking anime, I told them spoilers. Let's talk about how Deku is a fucking moron. He is, 100%. There's no doubt in my mind that he's not.
I want to be strong.
It's not even because of that. It's because why the fuck would you, even if he's like popular, why the fuck would you eat someone else's hair?
What?
That's how he got his power at the start. He ate fucking All Might's hair.
Because he was a fan of All Might, and he thought, hey, I could get power. I would eat it too.
Not his hair, though. Why?
Yeah, his hair I would eat.
I mean, I'd swap spit.
Here, let me kiss you.
I'm kidding. Deku's just a moron for a simple reason, and that reason is that he doesn't try and ask for people's help when he's in trouble. He tries to solve it himself with his newfound power that he has no control over.
Epic. Cool. Awesome. Amazing.
Like, why the fuck would you do that? If you need help, just ask for help, dude. It's not that hard. It really isn't. I mean, maybe for some people, but for Deku, it shouldn't have been that hard to ask for help, you know?
This topic is too. It's not dumb to do that, man. It's just selfless.
I'm trying to think of ways he's dumb, and I can't think of any. I mean, he risks all of his limbs constantly. He risks his limbs breaking off of his body constantly at the start.
That's like saying Urameda's dumb because just breathe, idiot.
Space is dumb because just breathe.
When her power revolves around her not breathing. Just breathe then, idiot.
No, like, you get what I mean, though. Like, he fucking breaks his limbs constantly. He's never asking anyone for help, and when he's injured, he doesn't say anything unless someone notices.
Oh, cool. It was a recent Friday Night fucking Rick and Morty thing. That's decent, but it's like only got one actual song I've listened to.
We talked about Chainsaw Man for a good 12 minutes. We better fucking talk about My Hero Academia, or I'm gonna flip my shit.
You just brought up the worst possible topic.
Well,
Deku's dumb. Yeah, ...
You act like it's easy to bring up a topic that you don't fucking dismiss.
Well, Like, it's not an interesting thing. We could talk about something else, like what would your quirk be or something like that.
Okay, let's talk about that then. I want to talk about My Hero Academia.
Bruh.
We could talk about how the quirkless are treated, I guess. Maybe?
What about yours, though? What about your quirk? What would you have?
Viagra. That would be my quirk. Are you actually asking me, or are you trying to make me joke around? Oh, you're actually asking. Okay,
Yeah. And you're like, Viagra.
I feel like I'd have you know those morphing quirks where you're like part beast and part humanoid, kind of? You know that lady that turns into a dragon? I'd probably have a similar quirk, except I wouldn't fully turn into a dragon. And it'd be a lot harder for me to control, probably.
I would become what I would like the quirk to be to become very authoritative enough to that people listen to me and such.
Some kind of hypnosis that makes them think that you're in charge of them.
No, it's not hypnosis like that. It's I just become an authoritative figure, and I give off orders, and they generally will listen to me.
Are you talking about other quirk users, or just in general?
In general, and it's as if say I was in a giant group of people, I could at any point rise up, say charge or something, and they'd all start doing it.
Bro, that would be a hell of a villain quirk. Use a bunch of use that power to make a giant human shield around you. That would be a great villain quirk.
That would be mine. So
what? Here's a good question. Here's a good question on the same topic. What would be your weakness at the time? Because you'd be a rookie hero or villain or anti-hero, you know? You'd be a rookie no matter what you are. So what would be the drawback to your power?
Well, the drawback would be I don't have enough people around me to do it with.
You can only do it to a couple people right now. You have to actually focus.
I can only do it to a group around me. So if I don't have much people around me, it's not really going to be that effective.
I mean, yeah, that's true. But I mean, how is your power weakened while you're still a rookie? You know?
That's how.
That's how? You just can't control anybody that's not nearby you?
Mm-hmm. And the more people I control, the less control I have on them individually.
Okay, that's more of a drawback, yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think mine would be that I would absolutely not have any control over the dragon form. I would just go into a fucking rampage.
Epic.
I mean, how the fuck are you supposed to make a mythical being, you know? That'd definitely be the drawback. After a rookie, my weakness would probably be just getting my wings wet in any way. Or something. I don't fucking know. Water. I don't care.
My wings are wet.
My wings are wet. Can't fly with my giant wing. I'm trying to think of something good, but I can't. I can't think of a good weakness for that besides not being able to control it very well. I guess maybe I can't see in color like normal humans when I'm like that. I can only see thermal. So I can't tell who's enemy and who's not if I'm in a group. I feel like that'd be a cool one. Would you be a hero, a villain, or would you be just a different group?
Boring.
What?
With my power mixed with your power, I could control your dragon form.
You could, 100%. That'd be a hell of a combo move. Which would explain why we became friends wherever we ended up together. I'm not sure if we went to UA or the Villains Academy or whatever the fuck. So here's my next question. Would your character be a villain or a hero?
Weirdly enough, you know how like the hypnosis guy is somehow a hero, even though
Yeah,
he has, the most evil ability? That's how mine would be too.
You want to know why he's a hero, though?
Why?
Aizawa? Is that how you pronounce it?
I think
He took him under his wing because they have similar quirks.
But the guy who like can look at people and stop their quirks.
Yeah, the guy who can stare at people and their quirks won't work.
Who?
He took the hypnosis guy under his wing. Because technically, I mean, you would consider staring at someone and them being fucking powerless to be an evil thing, you know? But he's a hero, too. So would you be a villain or a hero? You'd be a hero, you said. I'd probably end up as a villain who turned into a hero somehow, because they considered me a villain because I couldn't control when I was a dragon, you know. So I just fucking rampage around the city, and they'd consider me a villain when I'm like that.
I've seen like a rant on like something.
A rant?
Yeah, somebody's like ranting about one of their problems. I'm not gonna get into details, but it's simple enough. One of their friends, like, they have like DID.
Yeah.
And like the other friend, like, they were posting about like them switching altars and shit all the time.
Yeah.
And like this friend like comes up to them and is like, "Can you stop doing that? I'm not comfortable with you talking about that." And like later says that they're not real people. It's just mental.
What the fuck? What?
You do realize that fucking alters are parts of their personality. They are real people.
Yeah.
Anyway,
If they're bro, if someone has multiple personality disorder or anything like that, that's part of them, you know? You gotta accept that. You gotta accept that that's real and it's part of them, not part of anything else.
Let's continue on.
Alright, trying to think of something else to talk about. UA related. Who would you befriend in since you're a hero, who would you befriend in the show?
Befriend probably that the hypnosis guy probably first.
That'd be cool. I'd probably end up befriending
Deku's a loser. I'd avoid Deku.
Yeah, Deku would be a fucking weirdo to us, 100%. There's no fucking doubt. Because in the show, he acts like a weirdo around new people. I'd probably befriend Todoroki first. If anybody.
Who?
Todoroki, the fire ice guy.
Oh.
Icy hot.
Fucking, like, I would befriend, like, the invisible girl just to, like, push her over and see how that would look.
Who would you bully in UA? I think I already have your answer.
What?
If you wanted to bully someone in the high school, who would you bully? I'd probably try and bully Bakugo.
Nah, I'd probably bully nobody.
You remember Grenade Hands? Bakugo?
Yeah.
I'd bully the fuck out of him.
What bitch is?
I'd start fights with that motherfucker if I actually met him in real life. 100%. I would try and start fights with him. Just for the thrill of having someone to fight, you know?
Did I ever tell you about this Binding of Isaac idea I had?
No.
that the people who made Epiphany are actually looking into it and are interested in the idea.
I don't think you told me the idea, but we're on a podcast. Do you want to say it out loud, or?
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, go ahead.
It's basically, do you know how bone hearts work in Binding of Isaac, right?
Yeah, they act as like a protector.
No, how they work is like it's an extra heart, but if it's empty and gets hit again, it removes the heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like completely?
Like
completely? You can't heal anymore from that?
You can't heal the bone heart anymore after it's gone.
Oh, shit.
But simply enough, this idea it's called soul marrow, and normally you can only have red hearts inside of the bone hearts.
Right.
Simply enough, how this idea works is, I'll read out what I put in it.
All right.
It grants the ability for any heart to enter a bone heart if you hold control when picking up a heart.
That's cool.
Bone
Is it like a one-time use item? Or?
Bone hearts won't be filled even by red hearts unless you hold control. And each heart inside of a bone heart you have grants a different stat increase depending on what heart it is.
Damn. That's a pretty good item.
That's the idea. That's the idea.
That sounds awesome.
But then we got somebody who's like, what if we put a bone heart in a bone heart?
Boneception.
That's what they said. But then, like, I came up with the idea is you can put a bone heart in a bone heart, but you can't put more inside it after that.
Okay.
Like, for instance,
I want the mod.
It will basically act as a new stat, as a separate heart.
I want that to be an achievement, putting a bone heart inside of a bone heart, and then the achievement just called Boneception.
Mm-hmm.
I want that to happen.
So that's the idea of it, and like an actual like. The guy who works on the team, who's actually an item designer, he's the one who like works on putting new items in the game and shit. He like sent an emoji that's just like a thinking one. And he's like, I quite like this. And I'm like, bruh, high hopes.
So you don't know for sure if they're putting it in?
No, but it's very likely.
Okay.
It's gonna be a while though if I ever hear about it, because it's, you know how like there's certain characters being added very slowly. This will be an unlock for Tarnished. This will be an unlock for Tarnished Forgotten.
Tarnished Forgotten? Which one is that?
Skeleton Boy.
Skeleton Boy.
When they eventually add the Tarnished Forgotten.
You know what's funny? I can never tell what the fuck you're talking about when you say their names, but as soon as you say Skeleton Boy, Goldman, Nooseman, I know who you're talking about. Bat Boy.
You know, like, what I mean by Tarnished, right? How, like, this mod adds Tarnished characters like the gold version of Keeper.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the new version of Forgotten that we know nothing about.
Oh.
It'll be an unlock for that guy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what else should we talk about? You got any ideas?
Come.
No.
Come.
Hang on, let me check how long we've been recording. We just passed the hour mark like 5 minutes ago. Let's go.
End it.
End it? Do you want to end it?
That was a good courtroom session. The trial of our social issues has been
null and void. We'll see you next week.
Guilty. that now the Celestial Court will now be ending soon. I shall now announce my verdict. Guilty.
Guilty of what this time, Jimmy? Tell them what they've won. 10 years to life.
I would say that Unity is guilty of being a bitch. Terraria is guilty of being based as hell. Saxton is guilty of being the best man ever.
Deku's guilty of being a fucking idiot when it comes to his own health.
And
then we're idiots.
Is guilty of being sick as hell.
Hell yeah. All right, see you next time. Bye.